now that all of our pages are made, it is time to put them in our album. So I'm actually going to tie this closed really quick to make it a little easier for me to add it in. There. And now I'm going to grab my other 2 pages and my album. So we need to put these in order to make it easier to put them in. So, and before I add my pages in, I'm going to add a little bit of score tape. Because I find that score tape and glue makes things stronger. Okay, so this way, and okay. We have our album here, and I'm going to grab a ruler. And I going to center it as best I can with my paper, because this is a 6-inch ruler and it's a 6 1/4 inch album. We have our first page with the cow in the front. And we're going to add just a little bit of glue to just the 1/2 inch tab here. And then I'm going to carefully take this and stick it down. Just like so. There. My first page is in. Page 2, going to do the same thing. Going to remove the backing of my score tape. Add a little bit of glue. And this goes right up against the first one. And it might be easier to kind of flip it around so that you can get to, so you can see a little bit easier. Just going to stick it down right against the first page that I put down. And you might have to finagle it a little bit so that it goes right where you want it to. But then you're just going to stick it down. Ooh! And make sure that your ribbon isn't getting caught in the tab. That won't be good. I'm just going to check to make sure that it's right where I want it to, since my ribbon got stuck underneath my page, which is not happy. There. Okay. Much better. Now, there is paper here that you see. There is paper here that you see. We have one more page. What you want to do is, this is the front of your page. You want to take your hinge and push it towards the front of your page. Again, my dogs are causing chaos. Add your glue to the tab that is on the side of the last page, and then you're going to take your page and stick it right on top of the tab of the second page. Just like this. So then you have paper here that you see, and you have paper here that you see. And now we are going to take our 3/8 by 5 3/8 inch pieces, and we're going to cover up the tabs that we just stuck down. And you just want to put these on the 1/2 inch tabs that are on the spine and not the 1/4 inch pieces, because we cut enough for the 2 1/2 inch hinges. And there you go. Your album is complete, but there is something missing. We made 3 page pockets. We need stuff to put in them. And that is where inserts come in. These are really quick and easy to do. So, each insert is one of your 5 by 6 inch Pink Delight pieces. And I'm going to quickly grab my inserts from my prototype here to figure out where I cut them at. Okay. So, if you do not have a notch punch like this or an envelope notch punch board, you can just cut a little piece out and then round the corners if you want. But if you do, this stuff will be slightly easier. All this is for page 1, for the first insert. Let me do it this way. First insert is going to be 3 inches from the left side. So you can notch punch that. You can cut out a little piece out, whatever you want. And then I'm going to take my trimmer here really quick. And just cut this piece out like that. And you usually feel it give way when you get to the notch or where you trimmed it. And then I'm just going to go in really quick and ink my cuts here. So you'll need a 4 7/8 by 5.5 inch piece of your chipmunk paper, the gathering place, and the little chipmunk. So the gathering place is going to go on the front on the little tab. Right here, just like this. And then the little chipmunk is going to go on the bottom, and it's going to be a little tuck spot. So just add a little bit of glue to the bottom. Stick it down at the bottom center, just like this. And then we're going to flip this around, and then this is going to get glued to here. And since I notched this, I'm going to notch this too. And then just ink my little notched section. And then this gets stuck down right in the center, just like that. Insert 2, you have, so the pattern papers and the paint delights are going to be the exact same size for all 3 of your inserts. I just use different pattern papers and different ephemera pieces for each. So this one's the farm paper with the 2 chicken ephemeras and our farm. For this one, it's going to be 1 inch in from both sides. Take my trimmer again. And I'm going to carefully cut the little notches out. I think I'm going to redo this one if I can. There, that looks better. Okay. So I'm going to round, maybe, round these corners. Sometimes you might need to go in and kind of round them a little bit more. And then just re-ink the 2 corners here. Punch the top 2 corners of the pattern paper. re-ink those. And then our farm gets glued in the center of the little tab. The 2 chickens get glue just on their feet and get stuck to the bottom, a little tuck spot. And then on the back is your farm paper. So just like that. And our last insert. Got our pink delight. We have the green checkered paper. The flowers in the barrel. This is a sticker. And then this is a sticker too. This is Love This. And then this time it's going to be 2 inches from the left. Punch that. Punch the corner. Grab my paper trimmer. And I'm going to cut this little tab out. Just like that. Then I can round my corner, round the top 2 corners of my paper, or, well, yeah, whatever. 1, but I did that. And then we're going to ink where we trimmed and rounded the corners. On the front, we are going to add Love This, which happened to stick the bottom of my trimmer. This just goes right in the center like that. Our barrel is actually going to go on this side since it's so big. So we're going to add glue to the left side and the bottom. And then we're going to glue this to the back. And now these are done, and we can stick them in our album. So gathering place goes in the first pocket. Our farm goes in the middle pocket. And Love This goes in the last pocket. can find the last pocket. There it is. There. So when I open it up, it looks like this. And there you go. There's your album. So I hope you enjoyed making this album with me and decorating it. If you are interested in making the bonus project, I will be sharing that next week. So keep all of your scraps that you have, all your base paper, everything, and I will be using the scraps to make a bonus project and a couple tags and maybe something else. We'll see. See you next week. Bye.